2025, the serene landscape of Pahalgam, a jewel of Jammu and Kashmir, was shattered by the echoes of gunfire and the cries of innocent victims. This horrific terror attack, claiming the lives of 26 innocent civilians, including both Indian nationals and foreign tourists, exposed the vulnerability of peace in the region and the brutal intentions of those seeking to disrupt it. This attack was not merely an assault on individuals. It was a calculated attack on India's sovereignty and an attempt to sabotage its burgeoning tourism industry. The targeting of Pahalgam, a symbol of tranquility and natural beauty, was a deliberate attempt by the terrorists to inflict maximum psychological damage on the Indian populace and destabilize the region. This act of barbarism sent shockwaves across the nation and beyond, leaving a scar on the collective conscience of the nation. The attack was widely condemned by the international community, with expressions of solidarity pouring in from across the globe. The attack presented a stark reminder of the volatile security situation in Jammu and Kashmir and the persistent threat posed by terrorism. The choice of Pahalgam, a location frequented by tourists, served as a grim reminder that terrorism doesn't discriminate between nationalities or ideologies. It was a wake-up call for India, demanding a firm and calibrated response to dismantle the infrastructure of terror and bring the perpetrators to justice. The Pahalgam attack was a turning point in India's fight against terrorism. It was a stark reminder that the nation could no longer afford to be passive in the face of such brazen acts of violence. The attack demanded a decisive response, one that would send an unambiguous message to the perpetrators of terror and their patrons that India would not hesitate to defend its sovereignty and protect its citizens. The stage was set for Operation Sindoor. The Pahalgam terror attack demanded a resolute response, a display of India's unwavering commitment to safeguard its sovereignty and protect its citizens. This led to the swift planning and execution of Operation Sindoor, a meticulously planned and precisely targeted operation aimed at dismantling the infrastructure of terror that had taken root across the border. Operation Sindoor, launched on May 7, 2025, marked a significant shift in India's approach to combating terrorism. This was not merely a retaliatory strike, it was a carefully calibrated operation designed to degrade the capabilities of terrorist organizations operating from across the border. The operation involved the Indian Air Force, Army, and Navy, demonstrating the tri-service synergy and India's resolve to combat terrorism. The operation targeted 9 key terrorist infrastructure sites in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. These sites included training camps, logistical hubs, and communication centers belonging to various terrorist organizations, including Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, and Hizbul Mujahideen. The selection of these targets was strategic, aimed at crippling the operational capabilities of these organizations and disrupting their networks. India deployed a range of sophisticated weaponry in Operation Sindoor, including Scout cruise missiles and Hammer smart bombs launched from Rafale fighter jets. These weapons are known for their precision strike capabilities, ensuring minimal collateral damage and minimizing civilian casualties. The use of such advanced weaponry underscored India's technological prowess and its commitment to conducting surgical strikes against terrorist targets. The immediate aftermath of Operation Sindoor was met with a mix of reactions, ranging from cautious relief to heightened tensions. While India maintained that the operation was a success, minimizing civilian casualties and effectively neutralizing the intended targets, Pakistan painted a different picture. India reported no casualties among its armed forces during the operation, a testament to the meticulous planning and execution of the strikes. However, subsequent cross-border firing by Pakistan resulted in the tragic loss of 3 Indian civilians and injuries to 7 others. This highlighted the volatile nature of the border region and the persistent threat of escalation. Pakistan, on the other hand, claimed that the strikes resulted in civilian casualties, reporting 8 deaths and 35 injuries. While these claims remain unverified, they underscore the complexities of such operations and the potential for conflicting narratives. Additionally, Pakistan also claimed to have shot down 2 Indian jets and a drone, assertions that were not substantiated by evidence and were refuted by India. The international community reacted to Operation Sindoor with a mix of apprehension and understanding. The United Nations Security Council called for de-escalation and dialogue, urging both India and Pakistan to exercise restraint. The United States, while acknowledging India's right to self-defense, urged both sides to engage in dialogue and avoid further escalation. Operation Sindoor cast a long shadow over the already strained relations between India and Pakistan, underscoring the deep-rooted mistrust and the potential for rapid escalation. The operation served as a stark reminder of the volatility of the region and the persistent threat of terrorism emanating from across the border. In the aftermath of the operation, India witnessed a surge in nationalistic sentiment, with many praising the government for its decisive action. The operation was seen as a strong message to Pakistan and a clear demonstration of India's willingness to defend its interests. The government's decision to grant full operational freedom to the armed forces was widely commended. Pakistan, on the other hand, reacted with outrage, condemning the operation as a blatant act of war and vowing retaliation. The Pakistani government accused India of violating its sovereignty and threatened to respond at a time and place of its choosing. The operation further escalated tensions between the two nuclear-armed neighbors, raising concerns about the potential for a wider conflict. Operation Sindoor highlighted the complex and deeply entrenched nature of the India-Pakistan rivalry. The operation, while demonstrating India's resolve to combat terrorism, also underscored the challenges of achieving lasting peace in the region. The incident served as a stark reminder of the need for a multi-pronged approach involving diplomacy, dialogue, and decisive action to address the root causes of conflict and create a more stable and secure South Asia.